they counting me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win, yeah. Refuse, mine, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. I sadly mistaken, I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running toes, they gon' take them. Refuse to lose, built to win. Apply myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counting me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win, yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win. Apply myself, I felt it in.
What up, what up, what up? It is Refuse to Lose. Today is Tuesday. What's going on, Tomo? How you doing today, my guy?
Come on, man. It's all this week we got to rep for Baltimore, man. It's Tuesday.
Oh, it's Tuesday. Sorry. It's Tuesday. Yes, but y'all know how I got to start this out. Turn me up. Let's get it, man. Hey, I'm excited for today. Joe's not going to be with us today. He's actually on the road, on his way to the DMV today. A lot of people who don't know, Joe lives in Rhode Island. And, you know, we live in the DMV, so he's on his way down to the DMV. So that's why Joe's not on the show today, but he will be in the comments, so you might see him in there. So, Joe, have safe travels. Get here safe, my guy.
Thanks.
You know. And also, shout out to Women's History Month. You know, the month not over yet, so I still got to make sure I give a shout out to him every single time I'm on the show. So appreciate you for everything that you do. But, you know, we got a lot to talk about today. Before we do that, like the video. Like the video. Come on, y'all. Just like the video. Subscribe. Share this to somebody who you think is going to watch it. We got some good topics going on today. We're going to be talking about Embiid. See, you know, want to know if he's actually going to be able to have a chance to win the MVP this year, or is he going to cry and give it to Jokic again? So who knows how that's going to work out. Lamar Jackson, he requested a trade on the second. What's the best landing spot for him? We're going to figure that out. Also, we want to talk about that comment section. Make sure y'all light up that comment section, man. You know, it lets us know that you guys are actually engaged and you paying attention to what we're talking about. So light up that comment section. You know, it's always fire. We appreciate the comments that's going on. And then we got some IG chats. So Tomo, just do me a favor and let's go over these IG chats.
Hey, man, we're going to make it real quick and simple for you, man. We got NFL, NBA, college football, college basketball, boxing, and MLB. It's about that time, you know, the NBA season, playoffs are kicking up. With the NFL, you know, we got the draft kicking up. College basketball, that's almost coming to a close. You know, we can play the sad music if we want to. A lot of people have seen their teams fall. A lot of people seen the Lady Terps go down too, man. That was a sad moment for me. But college basketball, college football, you know, you got the offseason coming up. We still got transfer portals, which I said on the there we go, on the draft show. Y'all called it portal, what is it, Portal Combat?
Yep, Portal Combat.
So we got that going down right now. It's going down in college basketball too. You see what happened with UNC.
Exactly. You got an Alabama player that just transferred as well. That just put it into the transfer portal. So it's a lot of stuff going on, man.
Facts. And with the MLB, of course, this season is ramping up. So we just dropped. You see how we just dropped some news with you right there about the portals. You get all of that within all of these chats. Also, you get a little bit of debates. You get a little bit of bidding sessions going on. And if you're not from the DMV and you know what bidding is, you can call it ranks. You can call it dozens, but it's more so about your team. It ain't about you. Unless you come in there with a hot take and don't really know what you're talking about, then it's going to turn to you. You know, them tables turn quick. So if you want to be a part of any of these chats, just hit us up. Again, they on Instagram. So I just want to let y'all know they are Instagram-only chats. So if you want to be a part of these Instagram-only chats, hit us up. If you're on Instagram, at Refuse to Lose Sports. If you're on TikTok, slide in the DMs there at Refuse to Lose Sports. Tell us what chat you want to be a part of. If you're on Twitter, I was gonna say TwitTok, but it came up with a whole new app. But hey, we might need to blur that out. But if you're on Twitter, it's at R2L Sports. And if you're watching on YouTube right now, you can drop your @ name in the comments, or you can just head over to Instagram at Refuse to Lose Sports. Drop your name in the DM. We'll add you to the chat. And if you're on Facebook right now, you can either drop it in the comments or head over to Instagram. And then we'll just add you to all of the chats or that one specific chat. It's up to you. There's no pressure. The only pressure there is once you join the chat, you have to be a participant. At least say something, because what happens there is the more you participate and you might bring up a topic, you can end up on the show. And after you end up on the show, then you end up on the Refuse to Lose chat. I'll tell you more about that chat after you come on the show.
There you go. And last but not least, enjoy the show. So let's go ahead and get started with our first topic. Dame Lillard. I'm gonna start this off with this.
You're done, son.
Oh man.
Come on, Dame. Dang. All this loyalty for you to just be shut down in the season because you have no chance of making it into the play-in. That's sad, man. That's really sad. You being loyal for no reason. I understand that you old school and stuff like that, but leave, man. It's no point in staying there. They're not gonna do nothing to try to give you another superstar there, or even a star as the same caliber as yourself or better, to be able to get you a chance to win a ring. Your best chance to get in the ring is when you went to the Western Conference Finals. And what happened after that? You got swept. So I don't know what to tell you, Dane. I think you should try to go somewhere. See if Jaylen Brown wants to come to Portland, because Jaylen Brown clearly, he's non-committal to the Celtics right now. I love that so much. So he's non-committal to the Celtics right now. They asked him a question about the fans giving him a standing ovation as he went out of the game in the fourth quarter. He said, "Man, I just come in to do my job." That lets you know he ain't really feeling Boston right now, and I don't blame you. We got a spot for you in Miami. We can trade some players for you. Tyler Hero, you can go. Kyle Lowry, you can go. Struce, Duncan Robinson, you can go. Y'all can have all four of them.
I'm about to say you about to trade the whole team.
I can have all four of them. But nah, Dame, man, it's sad, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but not sorry. I'm sorry because you're in the situation, but I'm not sorry because you put yourself in the situation. You took the contract. You decided to stay there, and this is what you go. This is what you have to deal with. So, Dame, you're done for this season, at least.
Man,
you're done.
Man, it is your done son Tuesdays. I wish it would have came out a little early. It would have been a little better, Maybe we could add them at the end of the show to the segment.
It's possible. It's possible.
It'll be a. We said something. I said something earlier about the chats and the tables turning quickly. And the fact that he'd been there for 11 seasons and he was the guy preaching loyalty. Like, I'm not running out here. I'm not chasing rings. Life is not about championships. It's more than that. It's more than a game. And all these interviews are just coming back. The memes are going left and right, left and right, left and right. But if you're Portland, I think you're doing the right thing. You're like, look, I said this on the show with Joe. I was like, sometimes the best thing in a breakup is for you to break up with the person if they don't want to leave. And Portland's probably like, you know what, Dane? It's time. We have to let you go. We know you want to stay, but it's not helping neither one of us because we're not getting you any players, and you're not going to recruit any players to come here. And even if you do try to recruit, they end up going to the Clippers or the Lakers or the Warriors. They end up going somewhere else. So obviously the pitch is not working. And then they end up on the Phoenix Suns. But things like that happen.
Yeah, and then not only that, players that you had get traded to San Antonio, LaMarcus Aldridge, or signed with San Antonio, left and signed with San Antonio. Then CJ McCollum got traded to the Pelicans. Yep. I mean, I don't know what you want, Dane. You want to compete? You ain't competing right now. So all you're doing is going out there and playing basketball. You're not competing. You're pretty much just out there to lose. That's it.
Yeah, at this point, and like I said, with Chauncey Billups being there, they thought things was going to turn around. They thought this was a better team for him this season, and I don't like the fact that both these players, their careers are on parallel trajectories. Him and Bill. But sometimes you just gotta go. Like I understand the max deal and the money is there. Of course, you want the money, but sometimes you just gotta take the money and then you gotta go.
Yeah,
Everybody's done it.
take your money a dip, man. Look, you've been paid. You've been paid beautifully in the NBA right now, man. And also, you make music, so you make money multiple ways. So it's no point. It's no reason for you to stay in Portland. I don't understand why you're loyal to an organization that's not loyal to you.
That's some balls right there.
So,
Some balls right
Dame,
there.
just leave. I'm telling you. All right, let's go ahead and go to our next topic. That was pretty quick. I mean, it wasn't much really to say about Dame, but Dame, I'm sorry, dog.
He didn't give us much to work with. He told us that he wanted to stay, and now they talking about leaving. So, Dame, you kind of did this one to yourself.
Yeah, sorry. Like I said, sorry, but not sorry.
There we go. It's a perfect way to praise it.
So now, what is going on with Joel Embiid, man? I kept hearing that he was going to do this and that, and MVP. This is no. This is not me. You know, this is not a shot at JMO. I know he's a Sixers fan. He loves Embiid, but MVP, man. I mean, this is your third straight opportunity to be the MVP in the league, and you miss a key game against someone else that's in the MVP conversation. You have fans having signs talking about missing person. Joel Embiid, last time I seen him was in 2019. I mean, what's going on, man? This is your chance to take over. Last time you played him, you dominated and you won the game. You got to go out there and show it, man. We understand. We know how great you are and how great you can be. But at the end of the day, you got to go out there and prove it every night.
Facts.
You got Giannis that's pretty much coming up behind you. He has a better record than both of your teams, and his stats are better. And he's playing great on both sides of the floor.
That's the part that's gonna hurt him.
So you either gonna finish second or third. I mean, I don't know what you're doing right now. All I know is you don't need to be crying anymore about MVP. That's one thing. I don't want to hear from you, MB, anymore. No crying, no complaining, no nothing. Look, if you ain't playing, then you can't complain. No play, no complain. That's how it is for me. What you talking about?
Well, I mean, I like the harsh reality that you giving Joel because he definitely needed to play this game. Like of all games, I think this was a back-to-back for them, right? So going off of that, you should have took the first night off if you knew you weren't going to play the back-to-back. Now, if the trainers held him back, that's that. I would fight the trainers on that one too, because this out of all games is the one you needed the most. Because this is the guy you're going up against. This is the guy you say stole the MVP from you last year, right? So what better way? And also you dog walked them every time y'all played each other. So what better way than right now, where recency bias is one of the favorite things in our culture right now, where if you ain't done it lately, then I forgot about it. Now you can tell me about the last time Embiid played Joker and he, went for 30, maybe 40 points that game. But then someone would be like, so when did that happen? And you'll be like, well, early in the season. They'd be like, well, I forgot about that. Now, if you would have went out there last night and did that same exact performance, you would have swayed a lot of voters. You already had the momentum building. Like you had Perk come out here, get put in the doghouse for saying that crazy stuff about you. I mean, about Joker. Then next thing you know, you kind of made his point valid. Now tonight, I mean, last night you show up and then it's like, no Embiid of all people, like, and then Joker goes out there and gets a triple double. So now, in everyone's eyes, they're like, well, I guess he is the better of the two because of what the only. There we go, and that's the one knack against you since you've been in the league that you're not available when it's time to play, and this is one of the moments. So we know it was a back-to-back. Now, if I'm you, I'm talking to the training staff and saying, hey, if I can't play against the Nuggets, I'm not playing that Warriors game. So you got to pick either or, because I know that whole what is it? Lost words. But that rest stuff that they be working out now is running. I'm at a loss for words, but yeah, they got to stop it. So Embiid, I like what you said there, Dave. The harsh reality is you can't cry no more because this was your moment, and you missed it. So this means literally for the rest of the season, you may just have to drop 40 pointers just to get everybody back on your side. Because after last night, you're looking a little done, son.
Yeah. I'm not gonna put you in the doghouse, but if you cry, you will be in the doghouse. I'm gonna just let you know that now. But just play, just play. That's one thing that's hurt you the last couple of seasons is you haven't played as many games. Joker has been available almost every single game, so the best ability is availability, and that's one thing that's one of your worst abilities is your availability. So. I mean, Embiid, we rooting for you. We want you to win, but at the end of the day, you gotta stop crying. Go out there.
That's it right there. Stop the cap.
I'll go out there and play, man. That's one thing we want to see. We want to see you out there playing and playing a lot, not playing 50 games a season. You need to play at least a good 63. So go out there and play, man, and just prove everybody wrong. Next topic. It's your guy.
Phase game.
It's your guy. It's your guy, Tomo. Bradley Beal.
So I got to pull it up. You want me to tell you about it? I got to pull it up.
Right. Go ahead. Pull it up.
You said he my guy, so I'm going to talk about it. So look, man, no pun intended on the name there, Brad, but Bradley Beal got pulled in for some charges. He was fighting 2 fans. So the situation is alleged incident. It's alleged because nobody knows until it's proven. That on March 21st, Bill was walking into the locker room and a fan reportedly yelled, "You lost me $1,300. You bleep." And Bill walked over and smacked one of the fans and said, "What? Say it again." So the common thing that's going on here now is, I'll get your take on this, Dave, too, is 1, was Bradley Beal wrong? Or 2, 1, was Bradley Beal wrong? 2, as us as fans, sometimes take it too far.
So if he slapped him, I'll say he was wrong for that. Because at the end of the day, Dame, you know your status as a player. You know your status as a celebrity. You already know that there's going to be some kind of lawsuit going against you if you touch someone or hit someone in any way, whether you hurt them or not. You hit them. That's enough right there. And you think players flop. Hey, a fan will flop. Look, hit me. I'm flop. I'm gonna go down like I broke my knee. So look, I'm getting paid. I'm letting you do that right now.
Cash money.
But nah, man, that's all jokes. That's all jokes. But still, look, fans out here would do that. You already know this, Dane.
Bill.
Bill, don't put your hand on somebody, man. That's it. You could go at them, like argue with someone. You could do that all day. All day you could do that. Freedom of speech. You can do that. But you can't just go hit somebody because they said something. Like, I understand what they said was wrong and they went overboard. Fans, look. This is my thing about fans. To all the parlay people.
You talking to me too? Go ahead.
So I'm talking to myself as well.
Okay.
To all the parlay people, look. At the end of the day, these players are not playing because of our parlays. Yes, we make money if they do what we expect them to do, but at the end of the day, they're human. They're not going to drop everything that we expect them to drop every single time. And there's no point of us going overboard, cussing them out, calling them, saying they suck, or call them a B and stuff like this. Like, come on, y'all. Y'all gotta find y'all chill, man. It's not called for. It's not called for. And stuff like this will happen. You'll find the right one, and something like this will happen. Somebody try this on Carmelo Anthony and watch what happens to you. We saw what happened when KG had said something to him on the court, and Melo went to the bus and was like, "Man, what's up? Was all that you said on the court? Yeah, you're gonna have to see me on the bus." So look, and Melo from B-More. So that'll tell you something right there. You gonna have to chill. So fans, stop doing that because you look ridiculous. But Bill, come on, man, you're gonna have to pay. You're gonna have to pay. You're gonna have to call for some money now. If you hit somebody, you're gonna have to call for some money. I hope this is not the case, But if it is, then Bill, you were wrong for hitting him.
Look, man, it's every action sometimes has a reaction. Well, not sometimes, all the time. And sometimes you can't control what the reaction is. Man, it's tough because I've been one of those people that'll look and say, bro, you average 30 points a game. You've done it for 5 nights in a row.
Exactly. And the one night I bet on you dropped 25. Like you go 5 points under. Like, come on.
You know what? 5, I can understand 5. I'll let you go with 5. You'd get 29 points. 29 points. Okay.
You were a free throw away from having me hit my parlay.
If it looks like I'm tearing up, it's because this has happened to me before. And it's not even with Bill. I don't even bet with Bill no more because as a Wizards fan, I just know he's going to give you. You randomly going to get a 30 or you randomly going to get 15. So I don't even play those games. So to that fan, I need to see that ticket because the ticket probably deserves you getting smacked by Bradley Beal. Because if it was him going for 40 points, I don't know why you mad. Or if it was him going for 3 3-pointers, I don't know why you mad. Like, you should have did your homework. Like, that's what comes with betting. The 19-pointer was with Dame Lillard. When I tell you, I watched him get in the game with 15 points, fourth quarter. He gets the 19 and checks out the game. I was like, not a layup, not a free throw, not a nothing, Dame. You averaged 30. I just asked for you to get 20 points. So as a fan, you know, I can understand how far we can take it, but that's a little extreme. Like, I've cussed players out after the game, like to myself. It's like, man, if I ever see him in the streets, bro, blah, blah, blah. And then the next night I put another ticket in. Like, now if you betting with your last, then you shouldn't be betting like that. Because that sounds like he betted his rent money and he needed that 1,300.
Oh man.
I got other reasons to cuss Bradley Beal out. Okay, and it's not for the 1,300. Like 1,300 is a good reason, but I got other things. Like, I need my team to win more. Like, I'd rather bet on him more. You see why I'm telling you as a fan, don't bet on him. But look, was the fan wrong? Yes. Was Bradley Beal wrong? Yes. But did they both have reasons for doing it? Yes. Am I saying you need to do it? No. So a public message from Refuse to Lose. If you got a problem with one of these players, be prepared for them to run down on you. Okay? Facts. They're putting people out of games every day, and this is probably one of the reasons. We just seen Kyrie get one of the a diehard Washington fan put out of the Charlotte Hornets game. We know Russ famous for doing it. Russ will run down in the middle of the year, stop dribbling and point you out. LeBron has done it. So look, if you want to get banned from these games, we already going into a recession. You're using all your money to go to these games. You're using all your money to go to these games. You're losing your money on betting, and now you want to cuss the players out. So you can probably never go back to another game. So look, man, sometimes it's better to just yell it or just keep it to yourself. If you're gonna yell it at home. Or if you're gonna yell it again, keep it to yourself. Or if you got something else you want to say, you be like, "Hey, Bill, you could have did better, bum." Like that would have been better. Like a little bit of motivation with some trash talk sometimes helps.
Yeah. So yeah, and don't be DMing these players either. They will block you.
Yeah, I ain't never go that far. I ain't gone that far yet.
They will block you. It's crazy. It's crazy. People will get blocked even for praising players. So just be careful. Just be careful.
It's a little insane too.
Yeah. Well, you guys, it's Tuesday, so you know what happens today. Tomo, go ahead and take over, my guy. This is your segment.
What we doing when here? Y'all know. Oh man, we got new layouts here, y'all. So y'all,
wow.
That is beautiful.
There
see, I'm playing with stuff on air. Look, he took. Oh, there you go. Oh, see, there we go. Got it. Now
do it. There
you go. We're gonna make sure you do some work when you land, Joe.
Uh-huh.
Look, y'all know what today is. You know, a little technical difficulties, but it's all good. Y'all see why we trying to get monetized. So keep subscribing so we can get that producing and you seamless transitions. That's all you will get here at Refuse to Lose. But y'all know what time it is. Y'all already know it's Tuesday. It's all fun in the sun until you end up on this week's
You're done, son.
Look at that. Perfect. And this week's You're Done, son. Man, it was tough. You know, I was sitting in the house and I'm like, man, nobody's really been You're Done, son worthy. Because, you know, people think of You're Done, son and they think like it's over for a person. It's not really over for them. Some people made this list and they bounced back. Kawhi Leonard. Some people made this list and haven't bounced back. Cliff Kingsbury. That's one. Eric DaCosta. Two. I mean, come on. Y'all making it easy for me in Baltimore. But this week's You're Done, son. 3-time NBA All-Star. All NBA third team. He made the all defensive team twice. He was rookie of the year in 2018. You can probably pick up what I'm putting down here. He made the all rookie first team in 2018. And he was an NBA steals leader. And other bevy of awards and accolades. Like the list goes on and on for this kid. You would be surprised that he's on You're Done, son. Coming out of college, he was getting comparisons like Magic Johnson, LeBron James. If you still don't know who this week's You're Done, son is, it's 2016's number one first overall draft pick. 6 foot 10 inches, 240 pounds, power point forward from LSU. Benjamin Davis Simmons, come on down.
You're done,
Come on
son.
down. Welcome to You're Done, son, Ben. Look, Ben is an Australian kid, you know, left his hometown, said, you know what, moms, I want to be an NBA player. They come to America. Ben Simmons comes in from high school to college. You know, he has that great run at LSU. You know, that one and done year. He made a documentary about it, you know, and then he gets selected number one overall by the Trust the Process team, the 76ers. Paired him up with Embiid. They say, okay, we got a potential thing here. We got the next LeBron James, possibly. But Ben had two things going against him as he got into the league. One, he stopped shooting the basketball. Two, the mental aspect that comes with the NBA. You know, he had the cameras and everything around him when he was in LSU. If you watch the documentary, kind of told you, he kind of had a slight breakdown there too as well, saying, look, man, everything's on me. I never had this much pressure. That one NCAA game where he should have shot the ball, but he passed it. People killed him for that. They said maybe it was all downhill from there. I didn't think so. So Ben joins the league. He averaged 16 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists in his 276 games for the 76ers. I mean, he's here now if you missed out on him. We all knew that Ben needed to work on his jump in the off season, and that's what he did in the off season.
That's right.
He left that jumper right there in that same gym because when it was time to ball, Ben Simmons, his shot couldn't fall. So after the shot couldn't fall, then we fast forward a little bit because we can talk so much about Ben Simmons and then You're Done, son. It could almost be an hour. So I'm gonna speed this up. Things really took a for Ben in that playoff series against the Atlanta Falcons. Yes. That's one play, and I'm gonna bring it up for you all. This play here. This is when it went left. Ben, you should have just dunked the ball, man. You should have just dunked the ball. And then he proceeded to not only, after he passed the ball, he didn't make a free throw or even attempt a free throw the rest of that series. Everyone in the locker room looked at Ben and said, what's going on, man? Ben, where you been? They was better off having Uncle Ben because he was out there playing like dry rice. Coach called you out. Go into the all season because we're going to speed this up a little bit more. We go into the all season. Ben said, you know what? The team doesn't like me, and I don't want to play for you all anymore. I want to be traded. You can cue the music again if you feel like it. He said, I want to be traded. Likes me here in Philadelphia. Boom. Philly says, okay, we'll do you one solid. We'll send you to Brooklyn, and we'll pay you with 2 All-Stars, 2 NBA final champions. One was an MVP. The other one possibly is arguably the MVP. I mean, we know LeBron held him down against Golden State, but Kyrie had to help. We put you there, you don't got to do too much. All you got to do is come down, rebound, pass the ball. Like the franchise is no longer on your back. You're just the third piece in this offense. You're the third option. And then you know what? We can't even blame Ben for what happened in Brooklyn. The other two guys blew it up. Ben was like, wait. For one time, it's not me. Now, fast forward again. Franchise is on Ben's back. Ben says, not today. I'm checking out. Ben now is done for the season. Everything's looking like deja vu. So look, I'm going to tell you like this, Ben. From me to you, we know how mental health is, and mental health matters. You need to take the rest of the season and let this be, take this off season. Let this season be the reason you get back to being the Ben that we've seen in college, high school, and maybe if you want to go back to your AAU days when you was over in Australia. Just find that motivation. But for now, Ben Simmons, matter of fact, no, Benjamin David Simmons, you're done, son.
Ben, you know, now I'm a little upset because now my first name is your middle name. I don't like that now. I don't like that now. I should have done my research on your full name. I should have done that. Ben. You been done. Like J-Bo said, you been done, my guy. Since then, you have not been the same player. You had flashes of okayness since then. And like Tomo said, like we understand mental health is a big thing. We know how important mental health is. Me, especially because I know people personally, and me personally have gone through mental health as well. And you know, Ashley, you know, it's kind of funny you said that and that he's done something. My shirt actually says mental health.
See?
So we understand that mental health is a thing. And we know how important that it is to your mental to be able to focus, to be able to do what you want to do, to be able to do what you love every single day. But just like I said yesterday on the show, when we talked about you on the show, you might just need to give up basketball. If you're not mentally there, Ben, you don't need to be playing. There's absolutely no reason for you to be trying to go out there and play to fulfill others. If you're not fulfilling yourself, there's no point in you playing, Ben. You need to really think about it this offseason. Think about if you're happy playing basketball. If you're not happy, don't play. Don't play. Just give it up. Just retire. It's not like you don't have other things that you can do. There are multiple other things you can do, Ben. You're a smart young man. You went to LSU. I understand you left early, but you can always go back and get your degree. You can open up your own business if you want to. There's a multitude of things you can do. You've made millions of dollars in this industry, in this entertainment business. There are a lot of things that you can do, Ben. If you're not happy, if you are mentally checked out, then sign that paper and retire. Just give it up. You really should be done. If you're not there mentally, you're not happy, just go home, man. That's my advice to you. I'm saying you don't know me, but from Refuse to Lose, from me, David, from David to another David, if you're not mentally there, just check out, man. Either get yourself together or just give up. There's a book you can read, man. There's a book you can read. It's called What to Say When You Talk to Yourself. It's by Shad Helmstetter. That book has helped me tremendously. If you really love playing basketball and you want to get better, go read that book. Just go read that book, man. It'll make you start to have affirmations that keep positive thoughts in your mind at all times. Because a positive thought is 1,000 times better than a negative thought.
Facts.
So if you really want to get back to where you want to be, it starts in the mental first. So I understand we was in here joking, and it's funny. Don't get me wrong, it's funny.
Yeah.
But in all seriousness, get yourself together, Ben.
So that's when you all brought it up on the show yesterday, I said, you all said you like Ben Simmons, you're done, son. And I was like, nah, he really is. And then you gave the message, Dave, what you just said there, flat out, bro, I got to give you Like for real. Because if you're mentally not there, then you just need to go home and find yourself. And what better way to say this guy's been battle tested? Because look at the media. As I was just doing my research for this topic, right? I just all you hear is just the negative stuff over and over and over. Well, Ben was scared to shoot. Ben needs to do this. Ben is trash. Well, you see what my man put up there? Trash Ben Simmons. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Like he already knows what he's gonna see when he cuts on his phone. And the fact that when he went to Brooklyn, everyone was saying, well, this is the perfect scenario because now he's in the shadow of two other megastars. And this will make it great. Once those two megastars left,
It was just him.
you could see it. It happens again. Also, I would say for folks who really want to, if you're interested, that one and done documentary, you can kind of see elements of what's going on now. Then it's just like everything's on him, and he doesn't seem like he's one of those people where the franchise needs to be on his back. He's a pivotal piece to someone else's franchise. So him and maybe a Dame would be good, or have a Porzingis moment, where you got to go to Dallas for a while and then you end up with the Wizards. Just be around some other people who the franchise is on their back, but all you got to do is just play basketball. So look, or go end up in Orlando. I know Vaughn gonna kill me, but Orlando is a perfect place. Look what happened to Fultz. Remember, Fultz was supposed to be Ben. He's supposed to have been done, son, and now he's back. So you never know, man. Tell him that book one more time, though, David.
It's called What to Say When You Talk to Yourself. It's by Shad Helmstetter. You can go on Amazon and get it. It's only like $12 or something like that. But trust me, it's a great book. It should probably cost more than that, but I'm telling you, that book is really helpful. That's our show for today, fellas. It actually feels good to be able to end a show like that. To even on a segment to where it's funny and you're done, but to give good advice. So, Ben, I'm praying you get better, man. I hope you get better mentally. And that's personally, but basketball, just I say just give it up. Great show today. And Tomo, perfect, man. I gotta give you flowers, my guy. Give you your flowers.
Hey, you planted the seed, man.
Hey, I had to. I feel like it was perfect for yesterday. I feel like it was perfect. But man, look, I'm glad that we were able to talk about these things today. Hey, Embiid, we watching you. We watching you, my guy. We want to see what you're gonna do. But again, like, share, subscribe to the channel. Today was a great show. Also, breaking news: there will be no baseball episode tomorrow. No baseball episode tomorrow. It will be postponed until further notice. So no baseball episode. We will see you guys on Thursday on our next show. So if anything, we may come out with like a short or something like that, just talking about something. But other than that, no show. But yeah, like this video, subscribe, share this with somebody who wants to see this. It will be broken down in segments after the show. As you guys see, we pretty much ended this pretty quickly. I mean, the topics was pretty easy to talk about.
We shared the same thoughts on these.
Exactly. We didn't have to really come up with. There was really no need for a debate in this. We didn't need to look up any kind of stats and nothing like that. I mean,
no, they wrote themselves.
It wasn't necessary for today, but here we are. But yeah, I'm glad we were able to talk about these things. We didn't get a chance to talk about Lamar Jackson, but hey, we're watching to see how the situation is going to go. I say the best place for you to go is San Francisco, but I know we're not going to trade for you. But
I mean,
we got the system. We got the system you need. We got a great defense. We got everything. But I know we're not going to trade for you.
Well, if we using that as last words, I'll make a pitch for Detroit because that's what I was going to say. I was going to say them or the Commanders because they both kind of built the same, new coaching staff, great defense behind them, and you got offensive weapons. So hey,
that's true. That's true.
You can't go wrong with either city.
Yeah,
all three.
Ron Rivera already said no, though. So I guess.
Well, I mean, Detroit. There you go.
Detroit, you got a chance. I mean, I understand you got Jared Goff, but I'm almost certain that I would rather have Lamar Jackson or that. And he's not going to the Texans. They're not trading for him.
No.
They don't have the assets.
No, I don't think the Texans need another quarterback right now.
No, they need a lot of other things.
Yeah, yeah. They need all their draft capital right now.
Exactly. Go ahead and draft Bryce Young so Kevin pay me my $100.
And just like that,
That's all I care about. But no, man, today was a great show.
Facts.
Y'all been lighting up the comment section. Appreciate you, JMO, Jerry. Ty came in at the end, but hey, he still was in here. Kev was in the show as well. So appreciate you guys for commenting. Tomo, go ahead and talk about them IG chats.
Man, everybody you just named in the comment section definitely are a part of all of those IG chats. Again, with the IG chats that we speak of, we got NFL, NBA, college football, college basketball, and MLB. And a part of these chats, you get all the latest news as far as like injuries, transfer portal news, trades, signings, potential franchises being brought out. Again, when I said transfer portal, we call it portal combat. Especially with the boxing one, we got it's a lot of trash talking going on in the boxing one now. You know, things picked up. The MLB, it's a lot of trash talk too. You know, we got Red Sox fans and we got Yankee fans. You know, they be going back and forth. But we want you to be a part of these chats because these chats are actually what builds the show. Like we use these chats and we use some of these topics from these chats to come on the show and talk about. And it also, a little bit of what we say on the show funnels the chats as well. So without these chats, there's no us. Without us, there's no chats. So be part of the us and join one of these chats. And again, all of these chats are on Instagram. If you're on Instagram right now, hit us up at Refuse to Lose Sports. Jump in the DMs and say, hey man, I heard about these Instagram chats and I want to be a part of these chats. You could be a part of all of them or you could be part of a specific one. There's no limits, you know, like Master P. You can join one of these chats and make it say, nah. If you're on Twitter right now, you can hit us up in the DMs at R2L Sports and we'll add you on the Instagram chat of your choice. Same thing. If you're on the Facebook, you can leave your name in the comments on the Facebook and then we'll add you to the chat. If you're on YouTube, you can do the same thing. You can leave your name there. If you don't trust to leave your name in there because, you know, these bots be going crazy, then just come on over to Instagram and hit us up directly at Refuse to Lose Sports and we'll just add you to the chat. And when I tell you, you better come prepared because your notifications will go from 1 to 2,000 in 5 minutes. I promise you. So be prepared.
And that's pretty much it for us today. It was a great show. But until next time, peace.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.